Originally, I was not going to be able to make this banquet, and my wife was going to come up here and give a speech, and she wrote a very lovely speech. It was beautiful, but it turns out I was able to make it, and I don't do as well reading speeches. I'm better of kind of winging it, so I'm just going to wing it here. But when given the opportunity to talk about my beautiful daughter in front of a bunch of people, that's not too hard for me. My wife and I just could not be more proud of Abby and the woman that she has become. For those of you who know Abby, you know that she loves people. She considers every one of the cheerleaders her friend. She's probably friends with most people in the school. Certainly anybody giving her a chance, she will become friends with you. She actually had a goal pre-COVID in our youth group that she's going to get to be friends with every single kid in our entire youth group. And she actually was on the way until COVID started and we had to quit meeting. But before then, when she was younger, she was a little kid, 6, 7 years old, and we would go on vacation or travel. She would always meet a friend. You know, she would meet somebody, we're like, how did you meet this girl? I don't know, just start talking. And she loves it. She just loves meeting new people. When she would go on the school retreats every year, and we would pick her up, she loved to tell all the new, oh, you don't believe this new person's coming to Grace? She was so excited. One of her favorite things is when a new prospect would come to Grace, and a lot of times I'd ask Abby to show them around the school, and I'm sure that wasn't unintentional because Abby would get to know them and love them. Another thing about Abby is she's absolutely fearless. And I'm sure Mrs. Box has seen that. Mrs. Rybert has seen that. We knew she was fearless back when she was probably 5 or 6. And you know how parents would take their kid and kind of throw them up in the air a little bit? Well, I would launch her. And she didn't weigh anything. She was very petite. And I remember in the backyard, and I mean, I would start low and just throw as high as I could. I don't know how high she went, but she went pretty high. I'm thinking maybe 8 or 10 feet. Certainly high enough that if my wife saw it, it would take her breath away. And so eventually I got to where I'd only do it in the pool because I would throw it so high. But I loved it, and she loved it too. She kept saying, higher, Daddy. I'm like, I can only go so high, dear. But she's fearless. And even just a few weeks ago, we went out to Colorado and we went skiing. And she'd never been to the West Coast skiing before. She'd skied on the East Coast, but never the West Coast. We get out there, and she sees this T-bar, which I don't know if you guys know what skiing, and you take the lift, but the T-bar is a little bit more of a challenging. You actually have to grab hold of this pole, and you got to keep your skis straight. And she goes, Daddy, I've never done it. I want to try it. Okay, I've done it, didn't love it, but I said, okay, that's fine. So we'll do it. What she didn't realize is when you get to the top where the T-bar lets you go, you have 2 choices. You're at the very tippy top of the mountain, at Copper Mountain. You can either go to the right, where there's a double black diamond, which if you guys don't know about skiing, double black diamond is like the most challenging course. Or you can go to the left, which is also double black diamond. And so I said, well, maybe you want to go double black or double black? And she wasn't super excited either one, but she said, well, let's go double black. So we go off a hill that's basically dropping off a cliff, and off she went, and we got on it. She loved it. She loved it. So when Abby started cheering, was about 5 years ago? Something like that. She was playing soccer, and she loves soccer. She actually wanted to do both, but it's hard to do both. Cheerleading takes a lot out of your body, and so does soccer. And when we played soccer, Abby kept getting hurt. She does tend to get hurt some, but she's our go to the hospital child. But even this year, she wanted to do both. She wanted to cheer and play soccer, and the soccer coach wanted her to. But we were like, Abby, you can't do both, baby. You're going to have to choose one or the other. And she stuck with cheer, and I think she's done a great job with it. I think it's a testimony to Mrs. Box and Mrs. Robin before her, how she so admires, I can't even see, I don't see the lens over there. But she so admires you and Drew, and how it's almost like a little family. Like when we've gone out of together and go out to eat. And it's a family atmosphere. And of course, Jessica's the mom and Drew's the dad. And, it's so much fun. And Abby has loved it so much. And just wouldn't change that for the world. She loves it. She loves all of her cheer friends. I don't even know why I'm talking. Abby, you should be talking because you probably do a better job than I do. And you're not scared of anything. So my wife and I, we hurry. No, I'm sorry. I could talk about her for hours. I apologize. I've gone too long. But my wife and I, we are so proud of you. We love you so much. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to the school. I know it's been tough this year. It's been such a challenge, but we're so glad we stayed with Grace.